Okay, welcome to Nadir Bandar YouTube channel. Today I have planned to discuss another important question in 2024 A-level accounting examination, that is alumni not-for-profit organizations. The lesson is not-for-profit organization. The reason for selecting this question is because most of the students are weak at this lesson, right? So let's move into the question first and read it well. A welfare society had 200 members as at 1st April 2023. So here you have 200 members. You have 200 members as at 1st April 2023. You have 200 members as at 1st April 2023. Okay. The annual subscription per member is rupees 12,000. Annual subscription rupees 12, rupees 12,000, rupees 12,000. Annual subscription rupees 12,000 per member, right? Okay. The following information relates to this welfare society for the year ending 31st March 2024. So the financial year ends on 31st March 2024. Here you can write the ending date as 31st March 2024. So here you have your counting period, right? Okay. Then information relevant to life membership is given. The Welfare Society introduced a life membership scheme on 1st April 2023. The life membership fee is equal to the annual subscription for 5 years. This amount is required to pay at once on the date the life membership is obtained. Okay, next point. The policy of this society is to recognize the life membership fee as income equally over a period of 10 years starting from the year of receipt. Okay, next. 50 existing members and 10 new members obtain the life membership on 1st April 2023 by paying the due amount. So that is Lamai all about life membership. First, let's read the question well so that we can then make the calculations, right? Okay. Information relevant to annual subscription. There was no subscription received in advance or subscription in arrears as at 1st April 2023. Okay, that means no opening balances for the subscription received in advance and subscription in arrears. Okay. No new members joined the society during the year other than the 10 new life members. Other than those 10 new life members, no new members joined. Okay. 140 members paid the annual subscription for the year, and of which 15 members paid the annual subscription for next year as well. Okay. The remaining 10 members failed to pay the annual subscription for the current year. Okay, next you have information relevant to donations. Okay, the Welfare Society received a donation of rupees 1 million on 1st July 2023 to build a sports center. From this donation, rupees 100,000 was paid on 1st October 2023 for the design of the sports center. The construction of the sports center was commenced on 1st Jan 2024 and rupees 400,000 was payable as at 31st March 2024. The contractor for the work completed by this date. The policy of the society is to recognize donations as income based on the amount utilized during the year. So that is all about the information relevant on this question. So then you have to read the requirement part. The following accounts of the Welfare Society for the year ended 31st March 2024. The Life Membership Fund account, Subscription account, and Donation Fund account. Okay, you are asked to prepare those three accounts only and you are offered with 10 marks, right? So here I have already prepared the Life Membership Fund account and Subscription account and the Donation Fund account. So here, now the next step is to make the relevant calculations, right? Okay, uh, first come to Life Membership. The first point. The Welfare Society introduced a life membership scheme. Okay, here you can do the workings on life membership scheme, life membership scheme on 1st April 2023. Now we know that 1st April 2023 is the beginning of our financial year, right? Okay, the life membership fee is equal to the annual subscription for 5 years. Now here, Lamai, we know the annual subscription, that is 12,000. Here it says like annual subscription is 12,000 per member, but this life membership fee is equal to annual subscription for 5 years. Then 12,000 into 5 years. Because normally the annual subscription is 12,000, but for life membership scheme, the annual subscription is 12,000 into 5 years. That is 12,000 into 5, 60,000 per member, right? That is 60,000 per member. Okay, next. This amount is required to pay at once on the date the life membership is obtained. Okay, now the life membership scheme was obtained on this date, and this amount is required to pay at once. They have to straight away pay that total amount 60,000 per member, right? Okay, next. The policy of this society is to recognize the life membership fee as income equally over a period of 10 years. Over a period of 10 years from the year of receipt. Okay, now, okay, that is, we can't consider the total life membership scheme as income of the current year. So, as per the exercise, as per the question, we have to consider that life membership income over 10 years time, right? Okay, next. 50 existing members and 10 new members obtain the life membership on 1st April 2023 by paying the due amount. Okay, 50 existing members. Okay, now here you had already 200 members. Out of this 200, 50 existing members and 10 new members, and 10 new members obtain the life membership. Okay, now here you have total of 60 members who obtain the life membership. Okay, so you have to multiply this 60,000 by 60, because here 60,000 means life membership fee of a member, so we have to multiply it by total members, which is 60 members, right? So here you get, okay, 3.6 million is the life membership fund, right? Okay, here we calculated life membership fund, which is 3.6 million, Okay, now we have to make the ledger entries. That is, we have to post these transactions to the ledger accounts, right? So in this exercise, we are asked to prepare life membership fund account, donation and subscription account. Now here we discussed only about life membership. So now we have to make the ledger postings, right? Okay. Now on this date, on 1st of April April 2023, we received 3.6 million of life membership fund. Okay, now let's think about the double entry of this receipt. Okay, when we receive cash, what will happen to cash account? Cash account should be debited. Okay, but in this exercise, we are not asked to prepare a cash account, so no need to prepare a cash account in this exercise, right? And cash account, okay, now here cash account debit and another credit entry should be there. That credit entry goes to life membership fund account. Life membership fund account, here you have to write like this: cash 3.6 million. Okay, this amount is debited to cash account and credited to life membership fund account, and this fund account is an equity account. This fund account is an equity account. We know that if the equity goes up, it should be credited. If the equity goes up, it should be credited, right? Okay, then in the second bullet of the life membership details, it says the policy of this society is to recognize the life membership fee as income equally over a period of 10 years. Equally over a period of 10 years starting from the year of receipt. Okay. Now here you have life membership fund of 3.6 million, but you can't straight away consider this 3.6 million as the income of the current year, because it says we have to divide this 3.6 million by 10 years. We have divided this 3.6 million by 10 years because it says the income should be recognized over a period of 10 years, right? Okay, here when you divide by 10, it would be 360,000. So this amount is the current year life membership income, because we divided 3.6 million by 10, right? So the double entry is if the income goes up. Now the life membership fee is an income of the organization, right? So if the income goes up, it should be credited. It should be credited. But in this exercise, we are not required to prepare an income and expense account. Okay. But we have to prepare the life membership fund account. We have to prepare the life membership fund. Okay, now when income goes up, it should be credited, and there should be another debit entry as well. That debit entry goes to life membership fund account. Life membership fund account. Okay, here you have to record 360,000. Here the name of the opposite account is income, income and expense account. Income and expense account. So that is all about life membership account. So we have to balance this account. Okay, now when we prepare an account, we have to finish that account. We have to balance that account, right? Okay, here the greater side is credit side. Okay, then you have to get the total of the credit side first. Okay, balance carried down. Balance carried down. Here balance brought forward 3.24 million. 3.24 million. Okay, we are done with life membership. Then come to annual subscription, right? Then come to annual subscription. There was no subscription received in advance or subscription received in arrears as at 1st April. Okay, now we are not given the opening balances of this account, because in the exercise it says no any opening subscription received in advance and no any subscription in arrears, right? No new members joined the society during the year other than 10 new life members. So that is 10 new life members joined, and that's it. Then no any members joined the organization, right? Okay, then 140 members paid the annual subscription for the current year, and of which 15 members paid the annual subscription for the next year as well. Okay, 140 members paid the annual subscription, so we have to make the calculation for that 140, right? Okay, 140 members into 12,000, which is subscription per member, 12,000. Then you will get 1.68 million received from 140 members, right? For the current year. Next, out of which 15 members paid the annual subscription for the next year as well. And 15 members have paid for the next year as well. They have already paid the current year and they have paid for the next year in advance, right? So that is 15 into 15 members into 12,000. 15 members into 12,000. Okay, that is 180,000. Okay. Now we have to start preparing the subscription account. Okay. Now when we receive cash from normal members, cash account is debited. When we receive cash account is debited. And it should be credited to subscription account. How much? Here you have the total. 1 million, 1.86 million. Here you have cash. Here cash. And this amount we received in advance. Subscription received in advance means a liability. This is a liability. This is a liability. This is a liability. So we know, as per the structure of subscription account, that subscription received in advance should be written here. Balance carried down 180,000, because this is a liability. So this will be transferred to next year as an opening balance. This liability will be transferred as an opening balance in the next year. Balance brought forward. Okay. Then the other part. The remaining 10 members failed to pay the annual subscription for the current year. The remaining 10. Now what is the remaining 10? Okay. Let's calculate. Out of 200, 140 members paid. 140 members paid. Here you can identify 50 members joined as life members now. Out of 250 members joined as life members. Then you have a total of 150 members, right? 150 members. And 140 members paid. So remaining members, that is 10 members. Okay, now the remaining 10 members failed to pay the annual subscription for the current year. Okay, they failed to make the payment, make the subscription. That amount is 120,000. 120,000. That is an asset. Subscription receivable is an asset. Subscription receivable is an asset. Now, as per the structure of the subscription account, we have to record that asset in the credit side as a balance carried down 120,000. But in the next year, that is an opening asset. Here 120,000 balance brought forward. Now these balance brought forward numbers are not required, right? Not required when making the calculation. Here I just show you what will happen to these balance carried down after this, after end of this accounting period, right? Okay. Here you will get income and expense figure, income and expense amount. Yeah, okay. How much? 1,980. 1,980 minus 180. So 1.8 million. 1.8 million. 1,800,000 is the the income of the subscriptions, right? Income of the subscription is 1,800,000. Now this 1,800,000 we can calculate by using another way. Okay, here I calculate. Now you had 200 members. You had 200 members, right? And out of 200, 50 members joined as life members. Then you have a balance of 150 members. Then you can multiply this 150 by 12,000. Then you will get this 1,800,000, right? Because as per accrual basis, we can identify the income whether we received cash or not, right? So here we identify the income as 1.8 million, but we did not receive the full cash because 10 members failed to make the payment or make the subscription. Here we will get, here you will get 1.8 million, which is similar to that income of the subscription for the current year, right? So this is all about subscription account. Okay, the final account is donation fund account. Okay, the last part of this question is about donations. The Welfare Society received a donation of 1 million. Received a donation of rupees 1 million on 1st July 2023. Received a donation. Okay, now when we receive a donation, what will happen to cash asset? Cash asset goes up. So the cash account is debited. When the cash account is debited, another account should be credited. That account is my donations fund account. Here this is an equity account, donations fund account, credited by how much? 1 million. The name of the opposite account is cash. Name of the opposite account is cash. Next. To build a sports center. We received that donation to build a sports center. From this donation, rupees 100,000 was paid on 1st October 2023 for the design of the sports center. Okay, to design the sports center, 100,000 was paid to a party, right? Okay, that means we have used the donation, right? Right. Okay. The construction of the sports center was commenced on 1st January 2024 and rupees 400,000 was payable as at 31st March 2024. Now 31st March 2024 means the ending of our accounting period. On this date we have to pay 400,000 to the construction party, right? Okay, to the contractor for the work completed by this day. Okay, now that means 100,000 for the design of sports center, for the design, and 400,000 by the year end for the construction. For the construction part, we have to pay 400,000 altogether. It is 500,000. It is altogether 500,000. Okay, next bullet. The policy of the society is to recognize donations as income based on the amount utilized during a year. Now here the organization policy is to identify this donation as income based on the amount utilized during a year. Based on the amount utilized during the year. Now this is the amount that they utilized, that they used, consumed. So this is a special donation, right? This is a special donation because if this entire 1 million was identified as income of the current year, it's a general donation, a normal donation. But here it says the policy is to identify based on the amount utilized. So here this is a special donation, right? Special donation. Okay, now the students need to know how to make the ledger entries when the special donation is identified. Okay, now we have to identify this donation as an income. This is an income, no? This is a benefit. So increase of an income. Increase of an income is credited. Increase of an income is credited. But here we don't need to prepare an income or expenditure account. Here we just need to prepare the donation fund account. Okay, when income goes up, it should be credited, and there's another entry to be credited. There's another entry to be debited. Okay, that debit entry goes to donation fund account. That debit entry goes to donation fund account. 500,000. Here, income and expenses, because this goes to income and expense account as an income, right? Income and expense. Income and expense. Here, this is an equity account. This is an equity account, a fund account. When we receive cash, when we receive the donation, the equity goes up. So this equity account is credited. When this fund is utilized, the fund decreases. So when equity reduces, when equity decreases, it should be debited, right? So we are here, we have to balance this account as well. Okay, credit side is the greater side. Okay, 1 million, here 1 million, 1 million minus 500, you will get a balance of 500,000. Balance carried down, the balance brought forward, 500,000. Okay, now we have make the calculations for the entire question. So that's all. So you are given with 10 marks for this question, but in the examination with that pressure, it's not required to obtain 10 out of 10. My advice is to at least you can obtain 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 if you want to make, if you want to achieve an A pass, right? All about this question. We will meet again with another complex question, right? Okay, thank you.